Welcome to another Demarcation Media Mega Construx review. Today we're going to be looking at the UNSC Spartan Armor Pack from the Halo Infinite wave. And this is a pretty exciting set, I must say, because there's a lot you can do with this. There's some really nice parts. So let's just go ahead and get it open. All right. Let's actually take a quick look at the packaging. 30 plus accessories. I think they're counting the armor pieces as accessories. Halo Infinite branding. I really like the background on this one. It's kind of like a snowy forest. We got a look at all the pieces that it comes with and the figures, and it's just that normal cardboard. No laminated color, nothing, just cardboard. So let's just open this up. And there's, again, really no way to keep these intact. Ugh. Now, I have taken a good look at this set already through the packaging, and I've noticed a few issues that we're going to definitely have to talk about. But let's just get the parts out to start. That's all bagged up, which is helpful. This set does have one of the new ARs. So I'm trying to figure out where that ammo counter is, because it's kind of just stuck randomly in this little baggie sometimes, and I really don't want to lose it. Maybe it's in here. Ah, I can't even get it out. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, I can't get this out. I actually can't get it out. Okay, whew, there we go. Grenades, I can't see an ammo counter, and it looks like a bunch of muzzle flare effects, which I'm actually really excited for. Cardboard dust everywhere now. Gravity hammer. Brute, and there's something interesting about this brute, which I'll talk about in a moment. The gray armor plates. The Spartan Recon. The Spartan Grenadier, and maybe you can see one of the issues already. Grenadier Helmet, Grenadier, whatever. Operator. EVA. And Commando. And let's see, we've just got the parts down at the bottom now. I've mutilated this package, like totally mutilated it. Come on. Okay. Everything is out. Okay, let's finish unpackaging this stuff. Ooh, that's a color stand I have not seen before. Kind of dirty snow or something. Let's see, what do we have here? A bunch of different stuff. Got a bunch of weapons. Okay, I'm not... Oh, I see the ammo counter. Those things are really almost just too small. And let's see, how do I open this? Ah. Okay, I think I'm gonna need a knife for that. There we go. That is a very weird looking bag. But that's so cool. Ah, that looks so good. I have a couple of these already, but in a really light yellow. And this orange looks way, way better than that. And the rest of the parts. Alrighty, so let's get this together. We've got some instructions. Wow, that's long. But look at those woods and hills in the background there. That's really cool. Oh, I guess there's not as much snow as I thought. There's mostly just like high mountains. So there's how to put the figures together. And the parts checklist. So let's go ahead and put this thing together. What is this, a little covenant? Actually, sorry, no, there is no covenant anymore. Banished supply crate. There we go. Oh, I see what these red pegs are for now. This is actually the first one of these things I have gotten. So I guess we're going to use these pegs. What even fits in here? Like in-game, actually, what comes out of these containers? Somebody tell me that in the comments. Alright, there we go. There's that. Yep, I did build it correctly. So let me get this stuff organized and then we'll start taking a look at the figures. There is the Brute next to his little supply crate. Just wanted to show you the supply crate up a little closer. Pretty simple, but a nice little add-on. Now, the Brute himself is almost identical to the ones found in the Skiff Intercept with a couple of differences. So let me just bring in the guy from the Skiff, one of them. So this dude has full armor. Half of his armor is not missing like these dudes. But what he is missing is the print on the chest and kind of the skirt piece. And it is indeed supposed to be there because if we look at the instructions, you can see there, it shows the print, and most of the product shots show the print. So what I've heard is the first run of these sets, the first wave that were shipped out to be sold did not have this print. So many people have gotten it without the print. And I'm not sure that's a huge deal because it still looks quite nice with just the brown kind of color, but it is a mistake. There should be silver there. And as with the other Brutes, he has the weird feet that make sure he cannot fully stand on studs. So that's a bit of a bummer. But the fact that he does have full armor is nice. And, you know, it's really cool to be able to actually get an enemy figure in these customizer packs, because in the past you've gotten 2 figures and a bunch of weapons, and those 2 figures were usually of the same side. So having this extra figure in there just to add a little bit of the battle aspect is pretty nice. All right, let's just start with the Grenadier Spartan first. We're going to look at him the way he comes straight out of the package to start off with. But the first thing we're going to talk about is the fact that his foot is half gone. Look at that. I saw this when I was looking at it before I opened it up, and I was just like, what in the world? It's just all melted and just not there. So that's super disappointing, because right away I'm going to have to email customer service about this because that is a really big mess up. That's really bad. So far, the rest of the figure looks pretty nice. Like, this yellow is kind of bright, but it looks really nice when paired with this metallic blue and purple. And, you know, that armor set that he's got is pretty nice. Let me zoom in so you can see his visor better. That visor color is actually really, really cool. I don't know if we've ever had Spartans with this visor color, but that's really slick looking. The black on this side is a little lower than on this side, so it gives him a kind of a lopsided look. But for the most part, the print on the head is decent. It's not the greatest, but it's decent. Print on the chest is pretty nice. And then you can see his missing foot again. So that's a bummer. Now let's take a look at the other armor that comes for this guy. Alright, so we've got the, I believe this is the Grenadier chest plate. It's the same one that George has. And the back has this extra piece of armor. And the backs do not come attached on there, so you could swap this off. So let's see, will this work? Oh, unfortunately, no. So this chest plate goes with this back plate, and you can't really change, which is kind of unfortunate, but what are you going to do about it? We've got this one. I believe that's the chest plate that Noble 6 comes with. We've got a Commando Helmet, which looks really nice, and it's got that purple visor again. We've got one of the Gungnir helmets. Come back here. It's got silver for the kind of front of the head color. It's pretty nice looking. We have, I don't know the names of the shoulder armors, but we've got this one with the knife. We've got this one. This is also the shoulder armor that Noble 6 comes with, I believe. We've got this big one. And we've got this one with a gray print on it. So let me swap some parts around. So you could do something like that and make yourself a yellow George. Well, I got the shoulder armors on wrong, but you get the idea. You do something like that. Or you could do something like this. And I think, like, personally, I really like this combination. I think that looks really nice. You can see the visor on that one. Pretty well applied. Print on the head is overall pretty good. A little spotty at the top, but overall pretty good. So yeah, those two combinations hopefully give you kind of an idea of what you could do just using the yellow parts with the yellow dude. And that's not even all the pieces that we have to look at. So let's move on to the Spartan Recon and see what we can do there. All right, there is the Spartan Recon, how he comes straight out of the package. Well, wait, crap. I think his forearm is one of those ones that the hand bobbles around in. So that's how he comes straight out of the package. That's pretty nice armor set. Overall, I really like these shoulder armors. I believe they came on a couple of the Noble 6 figures, and they haven't really appeared since. Let's go ahead and bring in the Heroes version. You can see them side by side. And there is a gray version of this chest plate, so if you wanted to try and duplicate the Heroes figure but in different colors, you could get pretty close. Print around the back is very nice. So let's go ahead and look at the other armor pieces. Alright, so I looked at this guy's hand a little bit more, and it looks like they did something weird to the arm, and it's a little bit too wide. So I'm going to have to heat that arm up and squeeze it down a little. Quality control is not looking so great with this set so far. But we've got some armor to look at. So there is the operator helmet, and it looks superb. That visor is so nice looking, and I really just like the operator helmet in general. We've got an EVA with a very silver visor. You can kind of see some plastic mold lines in the silver, but it looks kind of interesting actually. Then we got a shoulder armor that came on June, I believe. It's got some bullets in there. Another one of the Noble 6 shoulder armors. What is that? Is that Breacher shoulder armor? And then this big one, which I'm a big fan of this shoulder piece. And then the chest plates, we've got the same one. Let's see, let me grab it. We've got the same one in gray. And then we have, as I said, the chest plate of that Recon. So let me make a bit of a custom real quick. You could do something kind of like that. And look at that visor. Look how good that visor is. And the print on the chest is really nice too. So that's another option you can do. There's just so much you can do with this and all of these parts. And then you can start doing things like take the head off of the yellow dude and the head off the gray dude and do something like that. Or something like that. Like, the possibilities are pretty much endless. I mean, I'm sure they're not really endless, but there are so many that I cannot cover them in one video. So hopefully that gives you just a little idea of the combinations you can hit with this. But that's not even all. We've still got a whole pile of weapons to look at. Okay, here we go. So we've got some UNSC weapons, some banished weapons, and then some add-ons. So we've got the AR, and it's got the ammo counter, but you could remove the ammo counter and add a scope. How cool is that? There's like, that's a really nice little piece. And then we've got also a silencer, so you could make a silenced AR, or we've got this other scope. Let's see. I think that's actually backwards, but that's the only way it fits on the AR. So you can do something like that. Gosh darn it, I actually am not really liking how small this piece is. So you can do something like that. And then we've got the Bulldog Shotgun. And let's see, can we fit this on there? We can. I'm not sure that a silenced shotgun is a thing, but it can be done here. And this has got the rail on top, so we could do something like that, and you can kind of position it where you want. That's cool. And let's see. I think that kind of looks the best to me. Or just something like that. That's really cool. Then we've got another one of these bootleg magnums. Not that exciting because you can't really do anything to it. Let's see. We've got a mangler. You can make a silenced one. That's actually really funny. And then we've got a gravity hammer that's just in this bluish plastic for frag grenades. And then all these muzzle flare pieces. So you can attach, well, you can't really attach it on there if you have a silencer. But you can do something like that. Or something like that. Or you can do both and have something like that. That's awesome. That is really, really awesome. I love that so much. You can add just so much action to your setups with these. Look at that. That's so cool. Well, there you have it. That is the UNSC Spartan Armor Pack. I've got kind of mixed feelings with this one. The concept is fantastic. And the value, I think, is pretty good. I mean, look at all that armor and the muzzle flares, and it's all just really cool. What is not cool to me is the fact that the Brute's missing the print, he's got a missing foot, and he's got a funky forearm. That's one defect per figure, and that's really, really bad. That's bad. So I think the quality control on this one slipped again. I feel like we're kind of seeing a lot of slipping quality control with the Infinite line, and that's kind of disappointing because a lot of it's so awesome. I believe this retails for about $15. That's how much I paid for it, and it's kind of hard to say for certain whether that's official retail price or not because it's so spotty. I believe you can find this on Walmart's website, but it's been on and off a couple different times along with the Marine pack. So if you can get your hands on this, I definitely would recommend it because you get some awesome figures and a ton of extra parts, but you got to be aware that there's a high chance that you'll get some weird mess ups, and there's also a very high chance you'll get one of the Brutes with just the all brown chest plate. So on one hand, we get a bunch of awesome stuff and a ton of customizing options, and then on the other hand, we get crappy quality control. So it's a mixed bag, and I think Mega could have done a little better. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.